Here it is. The moment we've all been waiting for. I'm past all the tutorial stuff. I'm past the quick race tier stuff. And now we're into the real serious business. Gonna get it done. Manx GP. Ultra lightweight Manx GP. Let's grab a 125, I think. Yeah, ultra lightweight. It's 125. I don't want the TZ. I've talked about this. I don't want to use the Yamaha for the 125 event. So I'm going to use the Honda. Let's go for a red Honda. Aftermarket exhaust for no real reason. Grab myself a bright red helmet. Get myself some red leathers. Right, now there is qualifying. I don't know if I'm gonna need to do qualifying because, you know, it's a staggered start. It's not really about racing your rivals, it's about racing your rivals' times, and I should be faster than the AI, you know, without needing to qualify, so I'm not gonna qualify. Which could come back to bite me, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come back to bite me. But here we go. 10, 11, 21 guys, all riding 125s, and the first guy to leave the field is going to be Billy Bob Montano. But I don't have to worry about Billy Bob, I just have to worry about me. So here we go. No one else is about. It's me versus the track on a dinky little 125, so, you know, I'm building up to it, but this is not only is this going to be a lot different from the sidecar I was riding in last week's episode, it's going to be a lot different from the 1000cc I was riding the week before that. The good news is I should be able to get around the whole track without falling. And I've only got to do it once, rather than, you know, multiple times in the actual TT. And I did say that on my first full lap of the course, I was going to name the corners, but yeah. I'll point them out when I definitely know the name, but if I'm not sure, then I won't bother. And I'm catching up to it, guys, so I guess it does model other riders on the track. Obviously, in the TT, considering there is a standard, there's definitely not a standard start. It's a staggered start. Considering the staggered start that you get at the TT, if you're faster than the guy in front, obviously you're going to catch up to him, and you're going to have to deal with passing him. Now it's going to give me my split times, but it's not giving me any information about if I'm ahead on time or behind the other guys. So I'm just going to race as hard as I can, which is really what you're supposed to be doing, but I'm going to race double hard just to make sure I get this one. Right, that's the first guy I've passed on the road. It was a Yamaha. Next guy coming up. More guys I can pass on the road, more chances there is of me winning, because it shows like I'm way faster than the AI. Also, maybe this game scores it on final position, but considering there isn't, you know, a big thingamabob in the corner of the screen telling me what place I'm in, chances of that are fairly low. Around the outside of a Honda. Coming up to the next timing gate. Spent 2 minutes and 16 seconds on the road already. I had to come up a little bit there to get my hair out my eyes. I'm still trying to grow it out a little bit more. I don't know what kind of style I'm going to go for. Right now I've just got a great big mop on my head. You know, maybe I'll do something with it, but probably not. I just don't want it cut at this point, because my sister really wants me to get my hair cut, and I don't want to do what my sister wants me to do, because it annoys her that I have long hair for some reason. It's not even that long in the grand scheme of things, so I don't know why she has such a massive problem with my hair length, but there we go. Head hair. Anyway, catching up to even more guys. I think 5 is the maximum that this game could render. There's a red Honda, so I've passed a guy riding the same bike as me now. It was a bit of a dirty pass. You know, it was a little bit dangerous, but I got it done. Another split. Usually, I think on the bigger bikes, the splits are about a minute apart. Since I'm on a dinky little bike, it's going to take me a little bit longer than that to get to each split, so... You know, that's just the way it is. I think Downtown Run had a couple of games, but Downtown Run is one that springs to mind. There were various checkpoints going on, and you have to get to the next checkpoint before the time runs out. Everyone knows that kind of style of race, right? It used to be having like different race modes. It used to be a pretty big thing in games. It's not so much anymore. Although it looks like it might be coming back a little bit, because Gravel from Milestone is going to have elimination races. I saw on some of the Team VVV preview footage. Right, so let me get past this Yamaha real quick. Does that mean I've passed every bike that the game can render already? Or is it going to eliminate the bikes that fall behind and repeat them up front, you know, 21 times? Or however many left there are to pass. Since there are 21 guys started this race, I've already passed 5 or 6. You know, are they going to delete those guys since they're so far behind me and put in new guys up ahead? Can the game handle more new guys up ahead, considering, like, if I fall off or something, those guys are going to have to pass me so I can repass them. Otherwise it wouldn't make much sense if they just vanished. Who knows what's going to happen. Ooh, let's see how the technicalities of this ancient PS2 game work. Chances are it's not going to spawn in any more bikes up ahead. I can't really see that happening. So, guess we're in for a bit of a lonely ride now that we passed everyone. Although that does fill me with confidence that I should be able to win this one fairly easy, since it is a time trial event, I'm pretty sure now. I should probably make sure of this. I claim that the TT is like one of my favourite bike racing events of the year, and I don't even know how it's scored. But they never really talk about how it's scored. When they broadcast it on TV, it's like, oh, he's, you know, oh shit, but whoa. They talk about lap time they talk about the laps in terms of like the average speed set by the rider. So is that how it's scored? Maybe. I figure in this game it's going to be scored on a time trial basis. So, kind of glad I didn't qualify. Having to pass those guys, maybe a little bit more interest in the video. Oh, well, a little bit more interest going on in the race, not interest in the video. You know. There's not a lot of interest in my videos. But that's fine. I don't do it for views and stuff. I've talked about this tons. Oh, they have rendered in more guys. Okay, so I reckon once the guys behind get a certain distance behind, they're deleted, and their data is used to spawn in more bikes up ahead. Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, it's exactly how I thought it was going to be. And then it's exactly how I didn't think it was going to be. So basically, luckily, you know, I can say when I actually changed my answer and when I was just speculating. So I can say that I was right. But if this was a quiz show on telly, you know, should probably have gone with my gut instinct instead of changing my answer right at the last second. Actually, I think I had about a minute between passing a guy back there and catching up to this next dude. And a Honda. Oh, it might have rendered in different guys. Or spawned in different guys, or, you know, whatever terminology you want to use. Hang on. Whoa, 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 this one's getting a bit racy. Okay. That's fine, I can deal. I can deal. Let's do it, side by side. I'm getting massive deja vu right now. Full lap of the TT course. You know, two reds racing alongside each other. I don't know what's going on. But me and this guy are catching the guy in front, swapping positions back and forth because of the slightly janky rubber banding. 8 minutes in right now, so not quite half distance. I'm going to take some more speed than him into the bridge, but I'm also going to try not to jump too hard and have my chain come off. I mean, obviously, this kind of game, this game doesn't have that detail, and I imagine that the new one coming out won't have that either. But, you know, it would be funny to have a race going on and then you jump the bridge too hard, and while you land it, your chain comes off and that's it. Or your chain snaps, which would be even worse. Anyway, being a bit brave over the bridge there has put me well and clearly ahead of the other guy wearing the red leathers. So got a Honda here, asked him. Much easier. Another bike up the road. We're getting close to what I would consider to be the halfway point. I mean, you know, on the 125, the lap time is a little bit longer, but I'll tell you when I reckon the halfway point is, and if anyone actually knows the TT course, they can let me know if the halfway point is actually the point I consider the halfway point, whether or not it is actually the halfway point. I should know the name of the town it's in, but I've forgotten it. Ramsey, I think. Yeah, because it's called the Ramsey Head. I think that the halfway point is the right-hander through Ramsey, which has a name that I've forgotten. Right, this next group of bikes that I'm passing here is proving to be slightly more difficult than the first group. The Yamaha. There's only Yamahas and Hondas in this race, so I guess I shouldn't get. Oh, Yamaha's putting up a fight. No, man, the back wheel on the back end of the Yamaha 125 looks way better than the back end of the Yamaha 250. I mean, they're pretty much the same, but I don't know. Something's just going on with the 250's back tire that I really just don't like. Which is weird, because usually I like thick tires, so I don't know why it's a Yamaha of all things I choose to have a problem with when it comes to thick tires. Alright, it's looking like this lap is going to take more than 20 minutes, because I'm not quite at my own personal halfway point yet. And to be fair, getting a 125 round here in less than 20 minutes would be a serious challenge. And it's probably not the sort of thing you could do with all this traffic about. On the outside. The 125s aren't even fast enough to go out and use the bus stop. Alright, so here's the halfway point, which says to me that this race is going to take just shy of 25 minutes to get completed. And since the track length and race length stays the same for the rest of the Manx GP, the races should only get shorter. Fuck! Well, that's ruined everything. Hopefully... I don't know how it scored. Hopefully I had enough of a lead in terms of the timesheets for me to be able to compensate for that crash that I've just had. Oh, fuck, now I can't get the front wheel down. Everything's going to shit. Oh no. I can't lose my first Manx GP. I mean, I care less about the Manx than the actual Isle of Man TT, but, you know. It's useful knowledge to learn how to do this stuff before I go out and do the serious multi-lappers. Really windy outside, it's making me hear things. Gooseneck? I know that one for sure. And I knew the stuff going through Ramsey, but I talked about Ramsey before I actually went through it, so, you know. I also know which one Windy Corner is. I'm not totally sure which one Bungalow is, but I can guess. So I'll if I remember to, I'll guess which one Bungalow is when I get to it. Or the Bungalow, I think. Although the Bungalow might just refer to a stretch of road, and not actually one of the corners. Who even knows? Was there a guy standing on the fence there? Or was I seeing a sign? I don't know. Right, finally back to our Yamaha man. I'm going to do a little bit of wall of death to try and gain some time around the corner. Up his inside. There we go. Finally past him. Now let's try not to crash. Right. From somewhere around here, it took me 5 minutes to get to the finish line on a sidecar. But the sidecars have to slow down loads for corners. And the 125 can carry pretty much all its speed through a corner. So can a 125 get down the mountain and back to the starting line before faster than a sidecar can? It's time to find out, as I continue to ride it exactly as I've been riding this entire time, which is completely flat out, because you really don't have to slow down in a lot of the corners with a 125 that you would with, hell, even like a 400. I'm catching up with more guys, but considering how long it took me to overtake all of the second group, the one that I did a minute ago, chances of me being able to pass all of them before the end, I'm not liking them, to be honest. Give it a go, but I've also got to remember not to crash. I'm gaining on him. I can see I'm gaining on him from the minimap, but I can't actually see him. Ugh! Fuck me. Well, there goes passing those guys, I guess. Hopefully I'm still going, you know, in terms of lap time, faster enough than the leader that I can still win this one. But I want to get it won. I want to be a winner. No one wants to come in second or worse. I should probably have looked at their qualifying times. That may be, because I'm pretty sure this game shows the qualifying times. If I'd have looked at the qualifying times, I'd probably know what sort of thing to expect from their actual race time. But what I didn't do is look at their qualifying times, and if I did glance at them a tiny little bit, I really can't remember them now. So I'm just going to have to try and push to make up for 2 crashes instead of just 1. Which sucks, because the 125 should be like the easiest bike to get around the mountain on without having an issue. Catching up with those next riders again. Whoop. Didn't even have to brake for that corner, really. I'm going to be able to take it flat through here. Head down towards the roundabout here. I know the name of this roundabout, but... Oh, corner, not roundabout. I know the name of that one. I'm pretty sure. You know, it's in my mind somewhere, definitely. Not quite sure where, though. Past the green Honda. And the green Honda passes me back. Now we got real... This is some Guy Martin, Joey Dunlop. Joey? No, not Joey Dunlop. Michael Dunlop, I guess. And I'm the Guy Martin in this situation, definitely. Considering that I had a bit of a hairy moment. You can come and interview me after. And say, you know, if I'd have fallen off, you say, "Oi, what happened?" "Oh no, crashed." "What? Crashed?" "Oh, okay. Alright, alright, guy. Good interview." Pretty funny though. You know, I don't know. Kind of makes me think back to F1 2010. Some of the Guy Martin interviews where it's like especially coming out of Catalonia, which I'm still going to go on about whenever I can think of to go on about it, because Catalonia in F1 2010 is fucking stupid, and I hate it. You know, you just had a fucking shit race, you know, the bloody camera crew chasing after you. Don't want to talk to him after that kind of thing, really. I don't want to talk to nobody. You're thinking, whoa, I hate this game. I'm going to keep playing it. That's the general thought process. So I was right about how much time this race would take. Oh shit, my mum's calling me. Alright, hang on, I'm going to have to take this. Hold on. Alright, this bit of the recording is going to be a little bit hard to sync up, because I had to stop recording for a second to have a phone call with my mum, who asked me if we needed milk. Answer was yes. So I'm going to hit continue in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, I was right about this race taking a little bit over 20 minutes. And from the celebration, yeah, I've won it. I won it by a minute. Because I'm the best. And I know what's up. Give me some of that podium celebration, please. And then I can end the video there. That was a good one. Crashed a couple of times. In the regular lightweight class rather than the ultra lightweights. I'll try not to crash so much. So next week, lightweight Manx GP. Let's have a look at the bikes. Yep, 250s, just like I thought. So I'm going to be riding the Honda again. Oh no, the back end of the 250 and the 125 are different. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, next week, the 250s. What's the junior? Oh, the junior is 600. Okay. Now I understand how it works. Right. So there we go. That was the ultra lightweight Manx GP. Next week, another lap of the TT course.